everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. I know I have been gone for so long, and many of you have reached out to me and via email or via Facebook asking me how I'm doing and if I'm okay. And yes, I am finally okay. But you have asked me about Weight Watchers. You've asked me what was going on. So I thought I'd come on here. I know, I've been gone for a long time, but I thought I'd finally take a moment and come on here and give you an update. It has been quite difficult last few months, and as you probably can tell by the title, I have been going through an awful lot. The first thing was that I lost my mom back in April. We thought it was dementia. She was quite sick. We found a wonderful place, a wonderful Cuban home to place her in, and we thought that she would live there for a few years. And it turned out that she had cancer, and it had spread throughout. My mom never went to the doctors, and it turned out that it wasn't a dementia, it was a brain tumor that she had, and the cancer had just spread all around. So after that, she didn't last maybe 3-4 weeks after we learned about it. I'm just, as much as I hate losing her, I was very close to my mom. I never would have wanted her to live in that pain. The doctors didn't understand how she had gone so long with that excruciating pain that she must have had, and she never complained about it. I was in Fort Lauderdale for almost probably about 6 weeks, just traveling back and forth. I live in Central Florida, so I was traveling back and forth from Fort Lauderdale to home probably a couple of times a week. I would be doing that. I would go stay at my brother's house, visit my mom who was in South Miami, come back home and start all over again after a couple of days. So it was hard. It's very hard when you have a parent that whether we're very close to them or not, it's still very difficult to lose a parent. But with my mom, I lived with her till I was 18, and I first got married. We always talked every Sunday. I'd go visit her. I'd stay at her house, and it was very, very difficult, as you can imagine. But at the same time, I never wanted her to live in pain. She would never have wanted that. And thankfully, I have my brother, and we had a lot of support from many of our friends and other family members that helped us get through all of that. So those of you that didn't know, thank you so much for reaching out to me. I truly appreciate it. Many of you follow me on my Facebook page, and I had posted it on there, and you sent all the condolences and all the sweet messages, and I thank every single one of you. Thank you so much. It really meant a lot. Also, many sent also orchids. We asked for small orchids that we would donate to the home that she was staying at, and they have a beautiful orchid garden, and many of you sent orchids, and I truly, truly appreciate it. The other thing that has been going on, and I didn't tell you, I will leave timestamps listed down below in the description box in case there's something you want to see and something you don't want to listen to. So I'll leave timestamps down below for you. The other thing is that after 10 years of being married, I have, at the age of 65, I am now divorced. And, it's one of those things that you just grow apart and things just don't work out. And it doesn't mean that, we still talk and we're friends, if, as friendly as one can be with an ex-spouse, right? The reason that I'm bringing it up here in a video is not really to go into the whys or why nots or any of that, because a lot of that is very personal. But for any other ladies out there that are in my age range, and you find yourself in this situation, it's hard. I'm not going to say it's easy. It's hard. We just have to find something to help us focus, something to help us to whether it's a hobby that we get, going to the gym, taking up crocheting, going to a book club, joining a book club, surrounding yourself by your friends that or a support system, family members. I think that is what helped me the most. It's not it's not easy regardless how old you are when to we don't get married thinking that we're going to get a divorce one day. We get married thinking that it's going to be a forever thing. Unfortunately, that's not the way it happened. That's not what happens. I was married for 10 years and it just didn't work out. So then I just woke up one day and I need to find some things that are going to fulfill my life. And those things that help fulfill my life is I go to the gym, I go for long walks, I get together with friends, I I talk to my friends, my family. I go for rides on the beach. I go for walks on the beach. These are the things that make me happy. So I had to focus on those things that bring me joy or make me happy. And what's right for me may not be right for you, and vice versa. We're all different. In the end, we have been wives, we have been moms, we have daughters, sisters, and we've always taken care of others. And I think that at this age, we need to take care of ourselves and we have to do what's best for us. What is going to make us happy? And of course, not at the expense of anyone else, but what is going to bring me joy? What am I going to do in my life now? Do I want to travel, maybe go on a cruise, hop on a plane and go visit a friend? Any of those things. Focus on the positive, and not focus on what happened yesterday or why did the divorce come or blame ourselves for the divorce. It Nobody's to blame. It just happens, and we try to move forward the very best way we can. There's nothing else we can do. But I think that at this age, we just need to do what's best for us, as long as we're not hurting anyone else, of course, along the way. But we need to see what am I going to do now at 65 that is going to make me happy? I guess the message that I'm trying to bring across is that we can't focus on what happened in the past. If this is where we ended up, let's move forward. And that's what I try to do. How am I going to move forward? What am I going to do to make me happy, to fulfill my life, and what is going to bring me joy? And I think that once we start concentrating a little bit more on ourselves, that difficult situation, that hurdle that we had to cross, in this case, the divorce or the loss of a parent, we just have to do focus on the future, focus on today, focus and not focus on what's happened in the past, because we really can't. There's nothing we could do to change it. We can't change anything that happened. But we can change what's happening today and take control of our day. And I know I probably sound like a cliche or something, but honestly, that is how I've been able to make it through. The other question that has been sent to me over and over again is, how am I doing with my Weight Watchers? I am still, actually, I think the last time I was on here, I had lost 110 pounds. I'm down 115 pounds. So I am weighing right around 138, 140, right around there. I had gained a couple of pounds when my mom was really sick, because I was in Fort Lauderdale and I'd go out to dinner and have some wine, and I was hanging out with my brother. So I just got away. I wasn't even entering any of my foods on my app. But once I got home, then I decided, okay, this is it. I need to get back to my routine. I'd love to get down to 135. It's not easy for me. I've tried and it's not easy. So what have I done? I focus on eating healthy, managing really portion control, which I learned to do during Weight Watchers. I still eat my salads, my I don't eat any red meat. That's just my choice because I don't feel well after eating red meat. I watch what I try to eat high protein and the carbs, just my fruits, my vegetables, but I keep carbs like rice and potatoes, any of those starchy carbs. I don't touch them. I don't touch sweets. I'll have the Weight Watchers, the little chocolate bars that are 2 points. I keep those in the freezer, so maybe a couple of times a week I'll have that. I do take myself out every week and I have a glass of wine or I'll have fish and chips. I don't count any points on that day, but during the week I do try to maintain with what I'm eating. So I haven't really, I'm back to where I was. I haven't gained any weight. I'm still between a size 6 and a size 8. I think 135 pounds may be the lowest I can go, and that would be working at it really hard. And frankly, I don't want to work that hard on it. I'm happy just maintaining myself at this weight, having my breakfast, my lunch, my dinner. I'll have my snacks in between. I have my Orgain protein drinks. I drink almond milk. I haven't steered away from it. Do I still, someone asked me, do you still use your app, your Weight Watchers app? Yes, I do. Do I do it every day? No, not at all. Sometimes I do once or, maybe 3, 4 times a week. And the rest of the days I don't. If I go out to eat, I don't even bother with it. I pretty much, after being on following Weight Watchers for over a year, I pretty much know the points on different foods, and I can kind of tally in my head, okay, that is really high point. Today I'm going to have crab cakes. I'll probably have it on a low-calorie English muffin. Maybe I'll have it with a salad. And I just kind of offset that way. What I don't have, I don't keep any of those trigger foods that, I don't keep potato chips in the house. I don't keep ice cream in the house because I'll just eat it all. So I just keep foods that I know that I could go and I could just have a little bit and it'll be fine. But if I want to have some ice cream, I'll go to Ben and Jerry's and have an ice cream there, but I will not bring any home. Many of you do follow me on my wig and chat YouTube channel. I have a contract with Wig Studio One. Therefore, that was my priority, was to make sure that I had my videos, and if I was sent any wigs, I would make sure that I would record the reviews so I could send them to Wig Studio One. But during the month of April, I didn't have any wig reviews on my channel. And I did ask for Wig Studio One not to send me any wigs during that month. And that was April was the month that I was going through the divorce, and I lost my mom, and everything was so up in the air. And Wig Studio One is a wonderful company to work for. The owner, Andrea, she's more than a boss. She's a friend. So it was hard, but I'm very fortunate to have the support that I have, both at work as well as in my personal life. And I've been going to the esthetician, and she's a master esthetician. I've had 4 procedures done so far, and they do that Dermapen on your face, and oh my gosh, for like 3 days my face is red as can be. My complexion has not looked as good as it does now. It hasn't looked this good in I don't even know how many years. With the Dermapen, they've been able to eliminate a lot of the hyperpigmentation, a lot of the dark spots. That has all gone away. Minimizing of the pores. I don't know, but my pores look pretty good. When they do the Dermapen, 2 weeks later, you go in for a microdermabrasion or for a dermaplaning. For me, the dermaplaning works better than the microdermabrasion. The only thing that I have been using at night, Retina A and hydroquinone 4%. So this is what I use at night. And then once that soaks into the skin, after about 15 minutes, I've been using the Dr. Zenobia ceramides moisturizer. That's all I've been using at night. I haven't been using anything else. And of course, during the day, in the morning, vitamin C and hyaluronic acid and then my moisturizer, lots and lots of sunscreen. I will not be without the sunscreen. But honestly, I cannot believe how much improvement I have seen on my skin. All right, I don't want this video to be 30 minutes long, but I wanted to come in and I wanted to touch base with all of you, let you know that I have been thinking about you, and I certainly wanted to thank you all for all the emails and messages that you have all sent me. I appreciate it more than I could ever say. I hope that everyone is having a fantastic day, and I will see you next time. Bye.